Remember yesterday I told you this story about the Kentucky nurse? Have you ever heard anything so Kentucky as a headline as nurse in Kentucky saves drunk baby raccoon with CPR?
Yes, right. Yes, of course.
And I said, I need to get her on the show and ask her about what the hell was happening. And I got her.
No way.
Yes, here she is. Hello, Misty Combs.
Oh, my God.
So this is the nurse who saved the drunk raccoon.
Good morning, guys. How are you all?
We're so good.
This is awesome.
You're a celebrity as far as we're concerned. We're so excited to talk to you. So many questions.
Well, I'm really excited to talk to you all too.
Yes, you're live on the air in Los Angeles, California right now. We talked about this story yesterday. We saw it in the news, and I said a nurse in Kentucky performed CPR to save a drunk raccoon, and it's a baby raccoon. And it says it became drunk from eating fermented peaches and nearly drowned in a dumpster. So how did you and this drunk raccoon hook up?
So I came into work. I'm a nurse at the health department here in Letcher County, Kentucky. It's the city of Whitesburg. And some people said they had seen like a raccoon running around the parking lot. So I went out to the parking lot. I was like, well, let's go see what's happening with this raccoon. And there was a mama raccoon running around, and like she was making like a chitter chatter noise.
Yeah.
And I went out there, and the baby raccoon was making a chitter chatter noise. So I went out there, and I was like, hey, there's a baby raccoon in the dumpster. And I took a shovel, and I got a baby raccoon out, and it ran over to its mom. Well, we noticed there was another raccoon in the dumpster, but it was underwater. And I had another coworker with me, and she helped me get it out. And I leaned over into the dumpster, and I grabbed it by the tail, and I got it out. And everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, it's dead! There's nothing we can do for it." And I was sort of like, "Not on my watch, It's Mommy was there."
Yes.
The mommy was there. And she was like watching from about 10 foot away, and she like sort of was acting like she wanted us to help it. And I was like, okay, let's help it. And I done the best I could, which, I started doing some compressions on it. The best I could. I will admit I do not know how to do raccoon CPR. So I was doing like very cautiously chest compressions on it. And it started like coming to, like it was like throwing up water, and it reeked of moonshine. So after we noticed, like in the dumpster, there was like some fermented peaches, and those baby raccoons must have ate like the fermented peaches all night. And Otis, the one that we named Otis, he had ate those peaches, and he must have fell into the rainwater. He got like way too drunk, fell into the water, and he was drowned. He was drunk and drowned in that water. And I guess I saved him with the help of my coworkers. They helped me get him out.
This is the best story I've ever heard in my life.
You are a hero.
Seriously, Misty.
I mean,
well, I appreciate it. I was just doing my motherly and nursing instincts, okay?
Right.
Not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
That's right. That's right.
That's a shirt, Klaus. Not on my watch, Misty. Nurse Misty.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Raccoon saver.
Now, you said you did compressions, and I know in CPR there's also is there breaths? Did you go mouth to snout? How do you do that?
I did not do that. No.
Okay, no mouth to
Because
snout.
did little fingers.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever I started doing the compressions, he did start coming to. Like, he threw up all kinds of water. And I was like, oh, my gosh, it's working. So I just rode him over and was, like, beating on his back, trying to get the rest of the water up.
Just like you would a baby. Yeah, you're going to put them over on
Yeah.
So now that he's awake and he's a wild animal, is he appreciative? Is he...
what is happening?
What happened? Was it cool after that?
No, he was so drunk that he slept the rest of the day.
That's like Frank around here. I'll tell you what, after this show and about the 16 whiskeys.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to need CPR more shot.
Pat you on the back.
So I was like, we have to call the vet. And because I was afraid he would have pneumonia where he had so much water in his lungs. And the vet wouldn't see him without Fish and Wildlife bringing him in. So I called Fish and Wildlife, and they agreed to come and get him and take him to the vet. And the vet gave him fluids that day, and they let him sleep it off. And the Fish and Wildlife guy was so nice. He brought him back the next day, and he let me turn him loose. And the next day, he was all fuzzy and dry and warm, and he was in a great mood. You know, Otis, I guess those fluids, put him in a better mood.
Was his mom and siblings still around there when were they able to reunite? Do you know? The mom?
They were not. We did not see them the next day, but we had seen them several times before, and we knew they lived under that bridge. So I'm sure they were around. But
But when Misty got off work, she went down to the bar. She saw Otis sitting at the bar again. So she's like, he
drinking a peach schnapps.
Drinking a peach schnapps, a peach daiquiri. The guy loves them.
It's possible.
You are a gem, Misty.
You are the sweetest person I think I've ever talked to. Thank you so much for calling the show. You are an absolute hero. And
totally.
When you said that the mother and the other like little drunk raccoon had a little chitter chatter noises, can you give me an impression? Like, is that what the chitter chatter? What do you mean chitter chatter?
They would like make noises like.
Oh.
Like that.
All right.
Like clicking, clicking each other.
Noises.
She was obviously in distress trying to get your attention to say, help my baby. Somebody help me. I can't. I need.
Is this the first wild animal or any animal that you've saved like this? Or are you known, Misty, around Kentucky as being, the woman who saves animals?
Well, I mean, I probably wasn't supposed to, but I have saved animals before. And my dad brought me a possum one time, little bit pink possum that he found on the side of the road, and I nursed it up until it was full grown, and I turned it loose in my parents' yard. So I have saved animals, my whole life.
Was that the inspiration for becoming a nurse?
No, I mean, I always cared for everything. All the little guys, whether they have fur or no fur. So,
Misty, you are my soul sister.
You're the
I love
absolute
this.
best. Love you, Misty. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to call the show.
Well, I appreciate you all having me.
Los Angeles loves you, Misty. We all do here. This is amazing.
Misty Combs, nurse hero.
Yes,
Raccoon saver. Furry or no furry at all.
God.
She's there to save you. Thank you so much, Misty. You are the best.
Boy,
Thank you.
That felt like home,
Oh, my
Misty.
God. I
Wow.
know.
That voice, that accent, that felt like home.
Yeah, it's good talking to her.